Google Jules just changed. How developers code forever. Your code is broken, your dependencies are outdated, your to-do comments are piling up, and you're spending hours every week on tasks that honestly suck the life out of you. What if an AI could just handle all of that while you sleep? That's exactly what just happened. Hey, I'm Ava, and today I'm breaking down Google Jules and the massive update they just dropped that completely changes the game for anyone who writes code. So here's the situation. Google announced Jules back in December 2024 as an experimental project. It officially launched in August this year, and just this week, they released features that turn Jules from a coding assistant into something that actually works for you around the clock, without you lifting a finger. We're talking about an AI that fixes your code, updates your dependencies, and tackles your entire backlog while you focus on the stuff that actually matters. Before I explain what makes this different from every other AI coding tool, let me tell you what Jules actually is. Jules is Google's autonomous coding agent, not a co-pilot, not something that suggests code as you type. This is a full agent that reads your entire code base, understands what you're trying to build, and executes complex tasks completely on its own. Here's how it works. You connect Jules to your GitHub repository. It clones your entire project into a secure virtual machine on Google Cloud. Then you give it a task. Fix this bug, write tests for this feature, update these dependencies, build this new component, whatever you need. Jules creates a plan, shows you exactly what it's going to do, and once you approve, it goes to work. And here's the key part. It works asynchronously. You can literally close your laptop, walk away, come back hours later. And Jules has finished the task, created a pull request, and is waiting for your review. You're not stuck watching it work like you are with other tools. You're not babysitting it. You set it and forget it. Jules runs on Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is Google's advanced AI model for complex reasoning and planning. Some users on the Ultra plan even get access to Gemini 3 Pro now. This gives Jules serious brain power to understand your code context and make intelligent changes across multiple files at once. It can handle parallel tasks too. You can run multiple coding jobs simultaneously because each one executes in its own cloud environment. Now let me explain what just changed. On December 10th and 11th, Google dropped 3 huge updates that transform how Jules works. The first one is scheduled tasks. This is available to everyone who uses Jules, even on the free plan. With scheduled tasks, you can set recurring jobs for Jules to run automatically. Weekly dependency updates, nightly code formatting, monthly cleanup tasks. You define the task once, set the frequency, and Jules handles it on autopilot. It wakes up at the scheduled time, performs the work, opens a pull request, and goes back to sleep. You don't have to remember to run these maintenance tasks anymore. Jules just does them. The Google team that builds Stitch, which is their AI design agent, is already using this. They set up what they call a pod of daily Jules agents. Each agent has a specific role. One handles performance tuning, another does security patches, one focuses on accessibility improvements, another increases test coverage. All of this runs automatically every day without anyone on the team touching it. Think about how much time that saves. Think about how much technical debt that prevents. These are the small tasks that add up over weeks and months. The stuff that slows you down but never feels urgent enough to prioritize. Now it's just handled automatically in the background. The second update is suggested tasks. This one is experimental and only available to Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers on up to 5 repositories. But this is where things get really interesting. Suggested tasks turns Jules proactive. Instead of waiting for you to assign work, Jules scans your repository, continuously looking for things it can improve. Right now, it focuses on finding all those to-do comments scattered throughout your code. You know the ones. The comments you left 6 months ago saying you'll fix this later. The quick notes about refactoring you want to do. The reminders about edge cases you need to handle. Jules finds all of those, reads the context around them, formulates a plan for each one, and presents them to you on your repo dashboard. You just review the suggestions and approve the ones you want Jules to tackle. Nothing runs until you say so. But the mental load of tracking all those little things? Gone. Jules is doing that for you. When I first started using AI coding tools, I was overwhelmed. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. The third update is the Render integration. Render is a platform for deploying web apps and services. With this integration, Jules can now detect when your builds fail, analyze the error logs, figure out what went wrong, and push fixes to the pull request before you even know there was a problem. This is self-healing deployment. Your code breaks during deployment. Jules catches it, fixes it, and gets your build back on track automatically. All three of these features point to the same thing. Jules is moving from reactive to proactive. It's not just responding to your prompts anymore, it's actively monitoring your code base, identifying work that needs to happen, and either doing it automatically or queuing it up for your approval. Now let's talk about what you actually get with Jules and what it costs. The free plan gives you 15 daily tasks and 3 concurrent tasks. That's enough to try it out and use it for side projects or learning. The Google AI Pro plan costs $19.99 per month. You get 100 daily tasks and 15 concurrent tasks. That's about 5 times more capacity than the free plan. This is the sweet spot for professional developers who are shipping code regularly. The Google AI Ultra plan is $124.99 per month. You get 300 daily tasks and 60 concurrent tasks. This is built for people running agents at scale or teams with heavy development cycles. All plans use the same Gemini models. The difference is just how many tasks you can run per day and how many you can run at the same time. Pro and Ultra subscribers also get the experimental suggested tasks feature and access to newer models like Gemini 3 Pro. Jules integrates directly with GitHub. You can start tasks from the web interface, from the Jules Tools command line interface, or by applying the Jules label to any GitHub issue. Jules shows you its plan before it does anything. You can modify the plan, ask questions, give feedback, or just approve it and let it work. When Jules finishes, it shows you a diff of all the changes it made. You review them just like you would review any pull request. You can approve and merge, request changes, or reject it entirely. You stay in control the whole time. One thing that sets Jules apart from tools like GitHub Copilot or Cursor is how it operates. Those tools work synchronously. They suggest code as you type. You watch their output in real time. You're actively collaborating with them during your coding session. Jules works differently. It's asynchronous and agentic. You give it a task and walk away. You're not bound to the session. You don't have to watch it work. This frees you up to focus on the high-level design decisions, the complex problem solving, the creative parts of building software. Jules handles the execution. During the beta phase, thousands of developers completed tens of thousands of tasks with Jules. Over 140,000 code improvements were shared publicly. The data shows that people use Jules for everything from quick bug fixes to complex multi-file refactors. Some developers even take projects they started in Vibe coding tools, hit the limits of those tools, and bring them to Jules to extend them into production-ready applications. Jules also offers features like audio change logs. You can listen to a summary of recent commits instead of reading through diffs. It saves environment snapshots so dependency configurations and install scripts load faster on future tasks. It supports multimodal inputs so you can upload images or files as context for your prompts. One important note. Jules requires you to be 18 or older to use it. It's currently limited to individual Google accounts, so it needs to end in @gmail.com. They're working on business accounts and other user types. If you're a Business Power user who needs more access now, there's an interest form you can fill out. Jules doesn't train on your private code. Your data stays isolated within the execution environment. Everything runs in a secure virtual machine that's separate from other users and projects. When Jules finishes a task, the VM environment is cleaned up. Your code privacy is protected. Now let's talk about real use cases. Say you have a backlog of GitHub issues that have been sitting there for months. You can label them with Jules and let it work through them one by one. Or say you need to migrate your entire code base to a new version of Node or update all your dependencies. That's the kind of tedious multi-file work that takes hours and is easy to mess up. Jules can handle it while you sleep. You can use Jules for writing tests. A lot of developers hate writing tests. It's important, but it's boring. Jules can write comprehensive test coverage for your functions and components. You review the tests to make sure they're checking the right things, but Jules does the grunt work. You can use it for bug fixes. Point Jules at a bug report, give it context about what's breaking, and let it investigate and propose a fix. You can use it for documentation. Tell Jules to add doc comments to your code or generate README files based on your project structure. The scheduled tasks feature opens up even more possibilities. You can schedule Jules to check for security vulnerabilities in your dependencies every week. You can schedule it to run linting and formatting on your code base every night. You can schedule it to generate performance reports every month. Whatever routine maintenance your project needs, you can automate it. The suggested tasks feature is still experimental, but the direction is clear. Google wants Jules to become a partner that thinks ahead. An agent that doesn't just execute what you tell it to do, but actively looks for ways to improve your code base and presents those opportunities to you. One last thing, I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. That's it for today. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I'm always looking for AI tools and workflows that actually deliver value, not just hype. See you in the next one.